Hello everyone, welcome back to On The Fly. Today we're taking a day 4 review of the Women's World Championship currently happening out in Denmark. So jumping right on into it today with the scores. We have first game, Canada beating Japan 9-0. In this game, Canada did dominate start to finish, having more goals than shots for Canada compared to Japan. And in this game, Canada never really looked back from the start. I mentioned yesterday how they were really struggling to get going, and they're taking a lot of bad penalties today. No penalties taken, especially against a team that is worse than them. You've seen, especially throughout this tournament, that they've been really struggling to find a way to play up to their own level instead of playing down. And today they finally found a way to play to their level and look like the Canada of old that they normally do. So it was good to see. And for Japan, like I said, Japan really shouldn't be contending in this group anyway. They have probably one shot to win, and that's going to be in the quarterfinals playing against the Swiss. I don't see them beating the Finns. I think the Finns are too good for them. But at the end of the day, I do think Switzerland, they have a shot to beat for Japan. And I wouldn't look too far into this. Japan isn't a team that's going to be able to keep up with some of the top countries, really. But they are going to play that grindy type role. And if they are going to win, they're going to win probably 1-0. Moving on to the second game of the day, speaking of 1-0, we have Hungary being upset by Denmark, with Denmark shutting out Hungary and winning 1-0. And in this game, Hungary, as I said yesterday, really didn't have much of a shot coming into today. And they found a way to win, squeaking out the 1-0 victory. And in this game, Hungary dominated play the entire game and really didn't look back. Just the one goal from Denmark, and Hungary wasn't able to capitalize on any of their chances. So unfortunately for Hungary, it leaves them in a tight spot. They're going to have to win a big game coming up against Sweden in order to get into the quarterfinals, as if you look at the standings, there is no way that they're going to be able to come out. If they lose this game coming up in regulation, they pretty well cannot make the playoffs as soon as the quarterfinals. So the top 3 teams in Group B do make it. Hungary will be knocked out if they lose their game against Sweden, because Germany and Denmark both play, and depending on what the numbers are there, with Hungary not having the tiebreaker against Denmark, the way it works is that if Germany wins in regulation, they'll knock them out. Anything else, the team that will be knocked out is Denmark will knock out Hungary. So at the end of the day, they do need to win their game coming up against the Swedes. Taking a look at the standings, we have Canada in first, 3 wins. US with 2 wins, Swiss with a win and a loss. Finland, 2 losses, Japan with 3 losses. As I said before, in Group A, every team does in fact make it. So it doesn't really matter for the Group A teams where they are right now. As for the Group B teams, the top 3 teams do make it. So it is important with the Czechs coming in at first right now. Sweden, a win, an overtime win, and a loss, no losses rather, coming with 5 points. You have Denmark with a win and 2 losses. Hungary with the same thing, a win and 2 losses, but not having the tiebreaker on Denmark due to Denmark beating Hungary today. And finally, Germany coming in with a overtime loss as well as a regulation loss, coming in with 1 point. So that is the standings from today. We'll look at the games coming up for tomorrow, today, depending on when you're watching this video. We have Finland, Japan coming up at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Germany and the Czechs coming in at 9:30. US and Swiss, 1 o'clock. And the game of the day, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, will be between Hungary and Sweden. Must-win game for Hungary. And if Sweden wants to make the quarterfinals, this is the game to win, as they do play the ever-dangerous Czechs in the day after. So they do need to win this game in order to guarantee themselves through. Because if they find a way to lose, then they're putting their fate up to Germany and Denmark, which never is a good idea. So with that, if you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. If you like it, drop a like. If you really liked it, consider subscribing. Tell all your friends and comment down below your thoughts on day 4 of the Women's World Championship. Until next time, see ya.